Hello friends, welcome to my second video of this Ollama series, Spring AI Ollama series. So as promised, this is the second video and I'm coming up with the function calling concept, okay, of Ollama. So what actually is a function calling function calling? So here what happens, what is the use case is like suppose we have an suppose we want to know what is the current weather. This is an example I'm speaking about, so there can be many use cases, means like we can implement anything. So this is just an example. So here suppose we want to know what is the current temperature of a city. So since it is a large language model, so large language model doesn't know what is the current temperature. So how do we ensure that, means like whatever, if we ask the model what is the current temperature of London city, so model should be able to return the correct weather. Okay, so how do we do that? Means like so here we can register a custom Java function with Ollama chat model and have the Ollama deployed model intelligently choose the output of a JSON object containing the argument to call one or many registered function. So it is telling that we can register a function and the Java function, and the Java function will call the weather API or any external API to fetch the correct weather. Okay, and based on the response, based on the API response, weather API response, we will return it, and the model will prepare as a response and it will uh, return it. Means like so these are some theoretical things are there. Okay, and we can register as many functions as we want it, means like based on our need. Okay, and this is how it works. Some examples are also given. Quick start. So since I have already done some examples, so I will be explaining it. So we can see what is the function controller. Okay, so this is the REST controller. Okay, and this is the builder. Okay, the chat client, we are using chat client, and here we have to register a function. Okay, although we can use directly, but I have done both, but either way it is good. We can do it. So here the default system means like we can write some text here. Okay, and this is the function name current weather function. Okay, dot build. So this we are using the chat client here. Okay, on the constructor, and get mapping is cities. Okay, and we are sending a message here, and chat client dot prompt dot user dot message dot function. Here I told Meta we can use this function here also, or we have the option not to use it here because the chat client we already built it. Okay, and here we can specify many functions. Okay, so this is the comma separated meant like a, it is a we can give many functions here. It is a builder. Okay, and okay, and this is the call method and the contents, and we are returning as a string here. Okay, and and we need to configure the function in this way, like in a configuration class, a function configuration. Here we need to create a bean of this method name of this method, and here we need to write some proper text so that AI can understand. So get the current weather condition based on the given city, and this is a function, and this is a cloud function we can see here. Okay, java.util.function.function, not sorry, it is not a cloud function. Okay, and weather service dot weather request, weather service dot weather response. Okay, and here we are creating an object of weather service, and weather service implements a function. Okay, and here we are passing two objects, request and response, and this is the apply function we need to override, and this is the weather request is a record, means like only one object we are sending it, and the weather response we are sending the temperature and a unit. Okay, since I'm not using any external API, weather API, but if we call the weather API from here and give the response, it is the same thing. So here I just a basic logic I have written it. If the weather request dot get location dot equal ignore case it is Paris, then the response is like a 23 degrees Celsius. If it is London, then 19 degrees Celsius. Else part, if it is not matching anything, I'm just returning 100. So we can do anything, we can return null or something else based on our need. Okay, now let's this is the three things, and rest of the things are same which we have done on our last example. So rest of the files are same. Let's again, I will whoever has not seen my last video, so please you can go through it and check my last video how we need to run the ollama model and all. So these are the basics I have explained on my previous video. So this is just the second part. Now let's try to run the my code, and let's see what happens, what is the response we get. Okay, it is taking some time to start. In the meantime, we'll see the controller. So slash cities. Okay, and localhost cities messages. What is the Paris weather now? What is the Paris weather now? Okay, yes, it is started, and we'll clear it, and it will take up some time based on the AI. So we'll pause the video. Okay, I have resumed the video, and the response took 1 minute 55, almost 2 minutes. So this is the response. The current temperature in Paris is 23 degrees Celsius, 73 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, and we can see our code. So this is 23 degree. Okay, now we'll give the London. So let's see how much time it will took. Well, let's change the what is the weather, what is the weather in London. Okay, I have changed the wording, and let's see how much time it took. Okay, and let's see the response. In the meantime, I will pause the video again. Okay, and it has responded. The current temperature in London is 19 degrees centigrade, and we can see here it is giving the correct thing. So based on the wording, AI is identifying means like the city name, and based on that means like it is picking up and sending the response. Means like if I give a uh, sys out here, it will be very clear. Means like yes, it is executing this function, and based on this, it is picking up the current weather here, and that's how the AI is generating the response. And if I give anything else, means like it will go into here, and it will give us 100 degree Celsius. So this is a very simple example I have given of method names. So we can create as many APIs means like based on our means like a requirement, and we can give here some more functions here, and AI will try to means like a predict means like a, whatever the what questions we are asking it, and based on that it should call the appropriate function. And inside this apply function we can apply our logic, means like whether to call one external API, or to read files, or to read something from the Redis, or any other thing what we want to read, and based on the based on the request we want to reply something. Means like okay, let's suppose we want to read all the jiras. Means like let's suppose we connect to Atlassian, and uh, we want to know something about one Jira story. So based on that, means like it could be one of the use cases, like we give the information like what is the latest user story on, suppose on Spring, or you can say Spring AI. Okay, so it will connect to Atlassian, and based on this means like it will give you our proper Jira ID with some details. It's like we can write even logic like that. Or suppose we have some other use case might be like suppose we have some inbuilt uh, library which like obviously inbuilt library this model will not understand. So this could be one use case, means like if we ask something about some our inbuilt API, inbuilt library. In fact, like every company has their own library, because uh, most of the companies make their custom library, and to ease of we can say code. Okay, and if we want that model should return that information, we need to read the API detail from some Confluence page or some text pad or somewhere from the Redis or somewhere, and based on that we have to AI will prepare the response and it will return it. Okay, so this is how the function calling will work with the ollama model. Okay, and as I have explained previously, we can write as many functions as we want based on our need, and this is how it will work. But it is pretty simple, and with this I'm trying to end my video. And if you like my content, if you like my video and the content, please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching this.